Hey everybody, we are coming to you live once again from the Red Pill Expo here on the beautiful Jekyll Island. We wish you could be with us, but since you can't be, this will be the next best thing. And joined right now, we have Dan Happel with us. He is actually the event director. He's like the big cheese around here, helping to run this whole thing. He's also one of my favorite radio hosts, just an all-around wonderful man. Dan, thank you very much for being with us.
Well, thank you, Alex, and you're like a son to me, so I appreciate all those positive comments. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dan. I so appreciate you. And Dan, tell us a little bit about the conference so far. What have been some of the highlights? What's going on here that people need to know about?
You know, it's just fantastic. We have had, it's incredible. With COVID going on right now, we thought we might be able to get a couple hundred people here, something like that. This event is the biggest event we've had so far in numbers on live people here at the conference, but also on live stream. It's absolutely amazing. People are thirsting for information, and obviously the Red Pill is the kind of information they're looking for. This is really an amazing event, and the feedback we've been getting is just incredible.
So what are some of the things that people have been learning about, Dan? Health is one of the big topics here. Tell us some of the highlights in terms of what you've heard, what people have been talking about that they've really enjoyed.
Well, you know what we are as the Red Pill. We're all about teaching people, and we don't really pick a particular subject. We always try, every year, we try to have different speakers on different subjects. We're covering the COVID thing, we're covering health, we're covering vaccines, but we're also covering business and finance and money and virtually everything that we can think of to cover for the future. We're talking sound money, we're talking all the things that make has made America great, and we're trying to bring that feeling back. We're talking homeschooling, we're talking education, we're talking everything that you can think of, and frankly, America's thirsting for that. So we hit a good project at a good time, and I'm really tickled with it.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible, Dan. One of the things that's going to be available after the Red Pill Expo, for those of you who couldn't join us, but you're thinking, well, I wish I could have learned all that about vaccines or money or whatever the case may be, we are going to be talking later, Dan, you and I, up on stage about the Red Pill University. So this is an opportunity for folks, no matter where you are in the world, to get on board and to learn some of these really, really important topics from some of the world-class experts, the people that we have here who will be the faculty. Tell us a little bit about Red Pill University and what people might learn from there.
Well, it became Red Pill University as a natural offshoot of the first Red Pill Expo. We decided at the end of that expo, why limit this thing to once a year experience? We didn't even have live stream on the first Red Pill Expo in Bozeman. And so we decided we'd add live stream and would add, this is the most crucial thing, we would add Red Pill University. And Red Pill University is really a way that we can start teaching young people like your young family what the whole world is all about and what reality really is, and how we need to be bringing that to a university level, and it actually is. I mean, it's a faculty and a group of people that can learn how to live in a world that is being completely debauched by the system. And that's why we're doing it, because young people can, you know, for a very, very small fee, they can join, and they can watch all the videos, all the information that we make available, not only at our Red Pills, but all the individual speakers we have, all the lessons that they might teach. We've got people like Cynthia McKinney. She is a PhD, college professor. We've got people like Michael Rechtenwald. We're bringing these kind of people into the university so that they can teach people not what to think, but how to think. And that's the important thing.
Amen. Yeah, so that's really exciting, guys. You want to go head over to the Red Pill University if you're not signed up yet. You want to get involved. It's a great chance to learn. It's a great opportunity to interact with some of these people too. You know, there are just world-class speakers here, people who, you know, all over the country. People just would love to hear them speak. So this is your chance to interact with them, to get involved in the movement. It's a really exciting thing. Now, Dan, we talked a little bit about COVID. You know, at least in California, Illinois, some of these more wild states, it's become like a dystopia. You can't go outside of your house without worrying about the police state. What's the atmosphere been like here? Are people kind of relaxed? Are they freaking out? What have you noticed in terms of the COVID hysteria?
Well, the COVID hysteria doesn't exist here except for some of the staff, and they're required to keep their job. They're required to walk around wearing masks. I've only had one of the staffers actually act weird here, and I walked up to the door and she like backed off. She wanted to stay at least 15 feet away from me, I guess.
Oh, wow.
But other than that, I haven't seen any kind of an indication of the COVID scare. Obviously, the people here, nobody or virtually nobody here is wearing a mask. And that's so refreshing in this day and age, because obviously to get here, to get on the plane, although I pull it down and stick my nose out and do everything I can to make it really stupid, they're doing it all over our country. And why? Why? We've got a so-called pandemic. Of course, they call it a plandemic. Mickey Willis, one of our speakers here, has filmed an interview with a scientist who is a very noted scientist that's got over 1 billion hits on it, and they took it off YouTube because it got so many hits. Those are the kind of speakers that we're getting here, though. The kind of people that are talking reality versus illusion. And believe me, reality is that the COVID-19 plandemic is designed to control people. It has nothing to do with the disease itself, very little anyway. Yeah. The reality is the plandemic is to control our population.
Yeah, and that's becoming more and more clear. But here at the Red Pill Expo, it's like this oasis of sanity amid a sea of absolute lunacy. We had Dr. Andrew Kaufman on the live stream earlier. If you guys didn't catch that, you can go back and watch it. He was one of our speakers here. Like you said, we had Mickey, who produced the most viewed documentary of all time, The Plandemic. If you haven't had that, he was telling us how they bypassed the algorithms and the artificial intelligence to keep it up online, you know, changing the sound a little bit, changing the video a little bit so their systems couldn't catch it. So it's just been such a great experience. Dan, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for working so hard to put all this together. We really appreciate everybody on the live stream out there. We appreciate it very much, Dan. Thank you for all that you do. Folks, we're coming to you live again from the Red Pill Expo. We will be back with many more amazing guests. Stay tuned. Please share this out there. Facebook doesn't like us. They try to shut down our account. The Instagram shut us down. YouTube is doing their best to shadow ban us and keep people from finding us. But with your help, we can bypass this crazy censorship, these big technology companies that hate freedom, that hate the truth. You can be a part of that solution. So thanks again, folks. We'll be back to you very soon. Talk to you then.